Firearms have a devastating impact on the human body. When a bullet is fired, it travels at an incredibly high speed, causing catastrophic damage upon impact. The kinetic energy transferred from the bullet to the body can cause extensive tissue damage, leading to severe bleeding and trauma. They inflict immediate and long-term damage. The initial impact can be fatal, but even if the victim survives, the road to recovery is often long and arduous. Medical professionals work tirelessly to treat these injuries, but the damage can be extensive and sometimes irreversible. This goes beyond the physical injuries. The pain and suffering experienced by gunshot victims are immense. The physical pain is often accompanied by emotional and psychological trauma, which can be just as debilitating as the physical wounds. Gunshot wounds leave lasting psychological and social scars. Many survivors suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, anxiety, and depression. Support groups and counseling can help, but the scars often remain for a lifetime. Understanding the full impact of firearm violence is crucial. Communities come together to raise awareness and advocate for change. Public health seminars and rallies against gun violence are essential in educating the public and pushing for policy changes. It helps us address this critical public health issue. By understanding the full scope of the problem, we can develop better strategies for prevention and intervention. Healthcare professionals and community leaders play a vital role in this effort. The human body is incredibly resilient, but it is no match for the destructive force of a bullet. The impact can cause immediate and severe damage, disrupting the body's delicate systems and leading to life-threatening injuries. A single bullet can shatter bones, pierce organs, and disrupt the delicate balance of life. The damage caused by a bullet is often extensive, requiring complex and prolonged medical treatment. The effects of gunshot wounds are immediate and far-reaching, impacting not just the individual but their families and communities. The loss and grief experienced by loved ones can be overwhelming, and the ripple effects of gun violence can be felt throughout entire communities. Memorials and vigils are held to honor the victims and to remind us of the urgent need to address gun violence. These events serve as a powerful reminder of the human cost of firearms and the importance of working together to create a safer future for all. Firearm violence is a major public health crisis in the United States. Sadly, it claims thousands of lives each year. Countless others live with the physical and emotional scars of gunshot wounds. This crisis affects all segments of society. However, certain communities bear a disproportionate burden. These include racial and ethnic minorities and those living in poverty. The statistics are alarming. The United States has a far higher rate of gun violence than other developed countries. This epidemic demands our attention. We must address the root causes and work towards effective solutions. Ballistics is the study of projectiles in motion. It encompasses the science of how bullets are propelled, their flight, and their impact. This field is crucial for understanding the mechanics behind firearm injuries and the potential damage they can cause. In the context of firearm violence, ballistics helps us understand how bullets interact with human tissue. When a bullet strikes the body, it transfers kinetic energy, causing damage that can vary widely depending on several factors. Different types of bullets cause different types of injuries. For instance, hollow-point bullets are designed to expand upon impact, creating larger wound channels and causing more extensive tissue damage. In contrast, full metal jacket bullets tend to penetrate deeper but create narrower wound paths. The velocity and trajectory of a bullet also play a significant role in the severity of the wound. High-velocity bullets can cause more devastating injuries due to the greater energy they carry. The path a bullet takes through the body can determine which tissues and organs are affected. High-velocity bullets, for example, create a much larger cavity in the body. This temporary cavity can stretch and tear tissues far beyond the bullet's direct path, leading to more extensive damage. This results in more extensive tissue damage. The shockwave generated by a high-velocity bullet can cause additional trauma, complicating medical treatment and recovery. The location of the gunshot wound is another critical factor. A bullet that strikes a limb may cause severe damage but is less likely to be fatal compared to one that hits the torso or head. Wounds to vital organs like the heart, lungs, or brain can be instantly fatal. The proximity of the bullet's path to these critical areas can determine the likelihood of survival and the urgency of medical intervention. Understanding these dynamics is essential for both medical professionals and forensic experts. The immediate effects of a gunshot wound are often dramatic and life-threatening. One of the most immediate dangers is severe bleeding, also known as hemorrhage. Rapid blood loss can lead to shock and, if not controlled, death. Another concern is the risk of infection. Gunshot wounds create an entry point for bacteria and other pathogens into the body. This can lead to serious complications, especially if the wound is not properly cleaned and treated. The human body has an incredible ability to heal, but it needs immediate medical attention to begin the process. Section 5. The long road to recovery, chronic pain and disability. Surviving a gunshot wound is only the first step in a long and challenging journey. Many survivors experience chronic pain long after their initial injuries have healed. This pain can stem from nerve damage, scar tissue, or the presence of bullet fragments. Gunshot wounds can also lead to long-term disabilities. These disabilities can range from limited mobility to organ dysfunction. The road to recovery is often long and arduous, requiring extensive rehabilitation and ongoing medical care. Section 6. Scars that run deep, psychological trauma, and gun violence. The physical wounds of gun violence are often accompanied by deep psychological trauma. Victims may experience post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. The experience of being shot, or even witnessing a shooting, can leave lasting emotional scars. The fear and vulnerability that victims feel can impact their daily lives, relationships, and overall well-being. Section 7. The ripple effect, social and community impact. Gun violence doesn't just affect individuals, it has a profound impact on families, communities, and society as a whole. Families torn apart by gun violence face unimaginable grief and loss. Communities plagued by gun violence often experience a decline in social cohesion. Fear and mistrust can become pervasive, making it difficult to address the root causes of the problem. Section 8. A heavy toll, economic burden, and disparities. Beyond the human cost, gun violence also carries a significant economic burden. The costs of medical treatment for gunshot wounds are astronomical. Then there are the lost wages of victims and the strain on the criminal justice system. This economic burden disproportionately affects marginalized communities, exacerbating existing inequalities. Section 9. Towards a safer future. Prevention and public health approaches. Addressing the complex issue of gun violence requires a multifaceted approach. It is not enough to focus solely on law enforcement or legislative measures. We must engage communities, educators, mental health professionals, and policymakers in a concerted effort to tackle this issue from all angles. By bringing together diverse perspectives and expertise, we can develop comprehensive strategies that address the root causes of gun violence and create lasting change. This includes a strong focus on prevention. Prevention efforts can take many forms, from educational programs in schools that teach young people about the dangers of gun violence, to community outreach initiatives that raise awareness and provide resources to those in need. Public health advocates play a crucial role in these efforts, working tirelessly to distribute information and promote safe practices. We need to create a culture of safety and responsibility around firearms. This means encouraging responsible gun ownership and ensuring that firearms are stored safely and securely. Families can play a key role in this by practicing safe storage at home and educating their children about the importance of firearm safety. Firearm safety classes can also provide valuable training and resources to help gun owners understand their responsibilities. This includes promoting safe storage practices, addressing mental health issues, and ensuring that those who are struggling have access to the support they need. Mental health professionals are essential in this regard, providing counseling and support to individuals who may be at risk. Public awareness campaigns can also help to reduce the stigma around mental health issues and encourage people to seek help when they need it, and fostering conflict resolution skills. Teaching people, especially young individuals, how to resolve conflicts peacefully can prevent many violent incidents before they occur. Workshops and role-playing scenarios can be effective tools in helping people develop these crucial skills. By promoting non-violent ways to handle disputes, we can reduce the likelihood of conflicts escalating into gun violence. We also need to invest in our communities, providing resources and support to those most affected by gun violence. Community centers can serve as hubs for these efforts, offering a safe space for people to come together and access the resources they need. Volunteers play a vital role in distributing these resources and supporting community initiatives. By investing in our communities, we can help to address the underlying issues that contribute to gun violence, providing resources and support to those most affected by gun violence. Support groups can offer a sense of community and understanding for those who have been impacted by gun violence, while outreach workers can assist families in navigating the challenges they face. Local organizations are often on the front lines providing aid and support to those in need. By working together, we can create a network of support that helps to heal and strengthen our communities. Finally, we need effective policies to keep firearms out of the hands of those who would use them to harm others. This includes comprehensive background checks, restrictions on certain types of firearms, and measures to prevent illegal gun trafficking. Lawmakers play a crucial role in enacting these policies, and it is essential that they work in collaboration with law enforcement and community leaders to ensure that these measures are effective. Public service announcements can also help to educate the public about these laws and the importance of compliance. By implementing and enforcing strong policies, we can reduce the incidence of gun violence and create a safer future for all.